What's going on, guys? Today we are working on the flip side of the PT bench. So usually when you watch these videos, this is turned around and I'm pulling that direction in this open space, doing belt work or flies or whatever. So I want to make sure you guys understand that when you have two people on this, or if you're really confined and you want to do, and you still want to do some travel with two bands connected, that you can pull from this side, obviously. So I just want to show you how this looks. So let's say you have a client, you want to do some belt work with them, and you've got another client who wants to do flies on that side. Well, they could be doing their flies there, and you can put your client on this side, okay, doing the belt work, right? You just have to be a little careful of where you're at in proximity to the handles, but you can pull from this side as well. And in fact, if you have someone really strong, it might work better. Probably the safest way to do this is to have this all the way down, and then you can even lower this a bit, okay? And now, if someone is pulling from this way and they reach the end of the bands and they're super strong, this will not tip over this way, okay? It's more likely to tip if you're pulling that direction. So this is the safest way to pull if you're going to be connected here. The ultimate safest way would be to have the bands connected really low on these sides and have your client run out that direction or that direction. Just the most stable. But I've never moved this hardly at all. So it's still heavy enough, 125 pounds, and it's got these rubber feet that keep it very stable. Another thing that I don't show you much is the flies or anything on this side. I'm just going to use flies as an example, where you can actually be seated or you can stand on this side, the pad side. Okay. So it looks like this, right? You can sit here and do your flies like so, which is a nice little change of pace. A client could even stand here and do them right here. So you could have one partner going that way and one going this way. So the footprint isn't very big of this machine, and you can work around it to where you can stay pretty close to it. You don't have to have these big spaces. It works fine if you want to do that, obviously. So the difference is, as you guys have seen, typically, I'm going to show you how easy this moves again as well. I want you guys to understand that I maneuver around this room all day long with this machine, where I just squat down and I pick it up and I put it either over here against the wall if I'm not using it. And I can roll it with one hand. Once you get it up and going, it's pretty easy. So I tend to like to use it this direction because now I have all this space to use. But if this room was any smaller, then obviously I would just go that way. So, right? So this is what we're typically doing all of our footwork drills from here. It just takes up about 10 more feet to go that direction. Okay, and one last example I'll show you. The most stable way of doing your footwork drills, as I talked about earlier, would be on the side. So, you can see I'm pretty strong, but I can pick it up with one hand, maneuver it around. Not that strong. And I like to connect down low. When you have these down low for your footwork, it forces you to stay a little lower. I like that. It gets your legs even more engaged. It's always sort of pulling you closer to the floor, and you're using that energy from the ground basically to power through. So see, so there's the other way. Obviously you could have 4 people at once doing this, which is great for kid drills out on the court. All right, so another thing I haven't really showed you a lot of is the compound moves. So let's say you want to do some upper body with your lower body, I've got 2 bands here, right? So I can run it out a little ways, punch, punch, and back. Run it out, punch, punch, at the end there, back. Punch, punch, right? You can also just do one side, right? So you're here, I'm feeling this load on my legs, and I'm punching through here. So you can have some fun with it. I create new moves all day, so I like to, once I get this out even more, I hope to get videos back at me showing what trainers have come up with. Hopefully I can get feedback. But one of the coolest things about being a trainer is showing clients new variations and showing their body something new, and they really get to see the value in you. You're not just doing the run-of-the-mill movements. So that's really where the PTbench shines as far as helping the trainer or the therapist, just create